I'm Dr. Jacqueline Walters, wife of Curtis Berry, doctor to thousands of women. I've delivered more babies than the population of my hometown. I'm a media personality, an entrepreneur, and I'm also a two-time breast cancer survivor. What most see as imperfect scars, I proudly bear as embellishments, adorning daily memories of my bouts with breast cancer, symbols of renewed life, committed to revealing stories of struggle and survival. Born through these very battle scars was my passion to ignite a movement supporting and encouraging women battling all stages of the Big C. I call these women Pink Warriors, my sorors in the fight against breast cancer. I call this movement to uplift, encourage, and support 50 Shades of Pink. At 50 Shades of Pink, we embrace the inner woman, her beauty, her grace, and her style of resilience. Our inaugural fundraiser was electric. While some of the models strutting the catwalk were conquerors and current cancer warriors, there were also models who shared their talent and beauty as mere supporters of our cause. Zuri McCants was one of these supporters.
And I had an aunt battling cancer, so, I wanted to help out.
What none of us knew as Zuri strutted our pink catwalk was that she would not only lose her aunt to cancer, but also 2 years later, Zuri's journey to support those with breast cancer would extend to her own walk. She was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer at the early age of 35.
I was scared and I felt sorry for myself. I asked God, I said, well, why me? And then he said, why not you?
From the catwalks to the halls of a doctor's office, the new normal for this model includes taking treatment as often as 5 days a week, struggling to fight cancer while at the same time calming her own fears of what cancer could possibly mean, not just for her, but also her daughter, Kobe.
I only remember my reaction and how it felt horrible because I didn't want my mother to leave me.
She's 14, and that was my biggest fear, not just dying, but leaving her and her not having a mother. And I feel like she needs me.
Throughout the year, we welcome the children of breast cancer to workshops where they can share their thoughts and their innermost feelings with their peers, all at risk of losing their own childhoods and the promise of innocence with unfair fears of losing their mothers.
It's nice to be a part of a society where you're not unique and that you're included. And so that's great because they'll be able to see and know that I'm normal, even though my mom has cancer or she's been through it or she has no hair or she doesn't have any breasts. That's immediately what I thought when I first found out because it's just, I always think back to my aunt and how she didn't make it and how I really want my mom to make it, and if she doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
As 50 Shades of Pink grows in our reach to support Pink Warriors across the globe, I've learned through my own battle that part of our collective fight against breast cancer is to support the mind, body, and spirit of the warrior, while also extending our reach to our community as a whole.
When you're married and you love someone and when they hurt, you hurt. Seeing them and knowing there's not a whole lot that is within my control. As men, we want to fix it.
Kids without their mom, you can't prepare for it.
I think it really has impacted me because I thought maybe once my aunt was gone, I wouldn't have to deal with cancer anymore. But no,
life just turned around and knocked me back down again.
That's why part of the proceeds from this evening will help fund the 2016 50 Shades of Pink Children Enrichment Camp. Because breast cancer is not only a warrior's disease, but also a diagnosis impacting our whole community.
2 years ago, when I walked in the 50 Shades of Pink fashion show, I was walking as a breast cancer supporter. Fast forward to today, and I am walking in the 50 Shades of Pink fashion show as a future breast cancer conqueror.
I am Dr. Jacqueline Walters. I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. For me, cancer is personal. That's why I am a shade of pink.
I am.
Shade of pink.
A shade of pink.
Shade of pink.
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 Shade of pink.
My name is Zuri McCants, and I was diagnosed in October 2014 with stage 2B breast cancer. And I would just like everybody to know that I am a shade of pink.